Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. You need the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. If you want candidates who truly match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. With Indeed-sponsored jobs, your post stands out to quality candidates who actually fit the role. According to Indeed data, 90% are more likely to be hired and trusted by 1.6 million companies. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. Now with Indeed-sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help your job get the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/Podcats13. Just go to Indeed.com/Podcats13 right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/Podcats13. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Trojan family, what's up? Welcome back to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. I'm your host, Ryan Dyrud. This is your daily USC recruiting update. As we dive into this will be fairly quick. I've talked about these three gentlemen multiple times on the channel, so if you have not already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you're in the know on all of these recruiting updates. But some updates now kind of regarding potential commitments as these ones are coming up. So Miles Smith, 4-star, 37th ranked defensive lineman out of Inglewood High School. He is 6'4.5", 300 pounds, kind of a true nose tackle, but can certainly play, that kind of one tech, even three tech, maybe in a 4-3, but in a smaller front, definitely your true zero tech over the ball, size-wise. So a lot of talent there, a lot of size that they can work with. He is expected to announce his school of choice this Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, according to Rivals. So coming up soon. His final 6 is Arizona State, Cal, Nebraska, Texas A&M, Washington, and USC. USC might make a late push. We'll see here. Obviously, we're getting down against it. 36 hours or so till that commitment is announced. But A&M is in the driver's seat. It seems like Texas A&M is certainly the leader for this potential commitment. I've talked about some other defensive linemen that I'll reiterate maybe in the coming weeks that USC, like a John Ione, even George Toia, some others that USC may be pursuing a little bit harder. I'm not sure how hard they've been pushing for Miles Smith. Certainly have recruited him, but Texas A&M fully seems like they are in the driver's seat there and likely will earn that commitment on Saturday. So USC still in it. Obviously a lot of way to go till signing day now for 27, a year, little less than a year, I guess, less than 10 days in a year. So if it's something that they want to pursue more and potentially flip down the line, we know they certainly have that capability after watching what they did with this 26 class. But as of now, Miles Smith seems like pretty confident to Texas A&M. Taven Epps, another guy I've talked about, another guy I've said is kind of a long shot for USC. He was originally committed to Texas as a linebacker. Some schools view him as an edge. He's 6'4", 235 pounds, can certainly play both. see him kind of as a Sean Scott type player. Sean Scott, who's with USC, a lot of schools recruited Sean Scott as edge from modern day. USC recruited him more as a stack backer, but he can certainly play both, and in third and long situations certainly can play on the outside and either rush the quarterback or just contain the edge. So Taven Epps, a lot of talent, great size, highly ranked, highly recruited out of Tustin. Like I said, decommitted from Texas. USC has been in pursuit. They're one of the finalists when you look at the kind of the teams that are, at the last stages. You have USC, Georgia, Alabama, still Texas in there, and Oklahoma. But it seems like since decommitting from Texas, Oklahoma has been the school to beat. And so he had a great visit there. I think it was it during the Bama game? It was some recent game that he had a really good visit there, and it went really well. And USC, I don't think, had him back since then. So we'll see. Again, if USC really wants to pursue and even potentially flip, great. But he is expected to announce at the Navy All-American Bowl, which is at the beginning of January. So expect him to commit to Oklahoma, but, still got a few weeks till then. Still got a time for USC to push if they so choose. And obviously a long time to flip from there, but it seems like he is leaning for sure Oklahoma. Finally, and this will be good news for USC, Aaron Washington. I've talked about him a bunch. Don't need to go into tons of detail. The 9th-ranked cornerback in the 27 class. He is a true lockdown corner. I know we've really been looking for a true lockdown corner really since Mekhi Blackman was here a couple years ago. Obviously, I've had some other really good corners, Jalen Smith and others that have played here, but I think haven't had that just guy you put on an island. I think, DeCarlos Nicholson actually did a pretty good job this year. He got stickier and stickier as the year went on. We've talked about it before, like if he could just turn around to the ball more, he might have 6-7 interceptions this year, but he was always super sticky on these receivers. So he kind of became that pseudo lockdown corner, but Aaron Washington is a guy that can certainly develop into being that on an island in the defense. If he can stay healthy. He got injured this year at Mater Dei, so missed quite a bit of time. So we'll look to play hopefully a full season his senior year. He also is announcing at the Navy All-American Bowl, so coming up here, and there's a bunch of predictions for him to commit to USC. So I think Scott Schrader's got a prediction for him, which is the one that really counts in my opinion when it comes to USC. Greg Biggins has one, multiple others. So it's looking very likely that USC could be getting their first official commitment of the 2027 class at the Navy All-American Bowl, which is January 10th. So just at the start of the new year, looking likely that Aaron Washington will commit. No guarantees. Things can change. Certainly, Final Five is Alabama, Nebraska, Ohio State, Washington, and USC. So certainly a lot. Ohio State was kind of the leader early on in his recruitment, and that has since shifted to USC. So I'll say it one more time. Well, I'm sure I'll say it many more times over the next few months. But the 5 defensive backs to watch for USC are Aaron Washington, Danny Lang, both teammates at Mater Dei, Gavin Williams from Damien in Laverne, Honor Faalave Johnson, the number 1 safety 2-way player down from Cathedral in San Diego. I talked about him just yesterday. USC's in his final 10. And Duve Williams. Duve Williams, obviously great local prospect that's felt like he was going to commit for a long time. I think still wants to take some visits, but USC firmly in the driver's seat for that. So, that's where we stay. I think those are the 5 to watch, but Aaron Washington may ultimately end up being the first commitment of those defensive backs, but also of the 2027 class. And we'll have it covered for you all right here on the USC LAFB channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back with plenty more intel on all things USC recruiting. Thanks, family. As always, fight on. Hey, Trojan family, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the USC LAFB show. Before you go, let me tell you quickly about our friends over at Sleeper. Go right now, download the Sleeper app. It's the number 1 sports app, not just for season-long fantasy, but they've got live pickers, they've got live stat updates, they've got a chat you can chat with other users, plus the daily pick'em, which is a blast, or daily fantasy, whatever you want to call it. You go and pick 2 to 8 players across any sports. If you're talking USC, go choose J.D. Mayav in his next matchup. Pick more or less passing yards, more or less touchdowns. You stack those, and you can win real money. When you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code USC LAFB. You're going to get a match deposit up to $100. Put in $100, you get $100 free to play with from Sleeper. Put in $10, they'll match you that $10, so now you're sitting at $20 to play with. But also, right now, for any new users, no deposit required. You get $20 free entry. You can stack both. You can get the $20 for free. Go make a deposit. Use USC LAFB, and now you've got a bunch of free money to play with right there on the Sleeper app. Check it out, Trojan family. And when you do, tell them the guys at the USC LAFB sent you.
If you're the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, you know having a trusted partner makes all the difference. That's why, hands down, you count on Grainger for auto reordering. With on-time restocks, your team will have the cut-resistant gloves they need at the start of their shift. And you can end your day knowing they've got safety well in hand. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening. Happy holidays! Want to give your host a gift? Consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing the show this holiday season. It really helps the show grow. From all of us at Believe, have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy Holiday.